The woman slapped herself hard across the face. Why was she so brutal? It was all to fake evidence of being a victim of domestic abuse. Meanwhile, the police discovered that Nick was in financial trouble. Just before his wife went missing, he had suddenly increased the value of her life insurance policy. The authorities believed this was his motive for murder. But in order to prove his innocence, Nick held a press conference and declared to the public that he had nothing to do with his wife's disappearance. At that moment, a pregnant woman rushed out from the crowd, angrily confronting Nick and revealing a shocking piece of news.
Amy was 6 weeks pregnant!
Everyone was stunned by this revelation. Nick was visibly shaken and fled in panic. He had no idea that his wife was pregnant until the police pulled up the hospital records and confirmed that Amy was indeed expecting. The police interrogated Nick. How could a husband not know that his wife was pregnant? But Nick insisted, "Don't believe that woman. I don't even know her." Then the police threw out several photos, pictures of Nick and the woman together, clearly showing they were close friends. That's when Nick finally realized the entire scheme had been meticulously planned by Amy. To gain public sympathy, she had befriended her pregnant neighbor and secretly taken her urine to fake a pregnancy of her own. After leaving, Amy rented a small apartment and disguised herself as a woman who had escaped from an abusive marriage. Everything was unfolding according to her plan, until one day, during an outdoor activity, she accidentally dropped her wallet. A neighbor saw it, had malicious thoughts, and robbed Amy of all her money. With no other options, Amy had to turn to her ex-boyfriend. He had always been hopelessly in love with her, and Amy pretended to be a victim, telling him she had run away because her husband was abusive. The backup ex-boyfriend immediately took her in and let her live in his private villa. At last, Amy had found a place to settle down. She constantly searched the internet for news about her disappearance, keeping track of every update. Then, on TV, she saw Nick being interviewed by reporters. This time, he openly admitted his mistakes and asked for Amy's forgiveness, ending with a heartfelt confession of love. Amy stared blankly at the screen, overwhelmed. No woman could resist something like that. She knew Nick had finally become the perfect husband. It was time to return, but to reclaim her old life, she would have to fabricate another dramatic story.